Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to an impromptu stream where we're going to be opening up two bundles. Two bundles. Dominaria, Ravnica Allegiance. I gotta double check. Actually, let's go double check. Fairly certain. Yeah. Okay, perfect. And I think I had that set to 2, but I think I only have 1 left. So really got real lucky there. And I still had that 1 kicking around. But here we are. Hey, Bob. How you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful Thursday evening. I was getting some things packed up and ready to go. And I figured I needed to get this done so that I could pack up these grab bags for these folks and get them mailed out this week. So hopefully I can get everything mailed out tomorrow, and then we'll all be good. So the winner from December, the real Viking MTG, or Matt N, wanted some Dominaria opened up for him. We got a new camera. Look at how fancy it is. Look at that. Look at that. Look at how quickly it autofocuses. It's so smooth. It's so smooth. I like it a lot. Work is super quiet for you right now. I mean, that's good, but also bad, right? We're bringing up Dominaria for Matt, and then Damon, who was the one who won the bundle from January, wanted Ravnica Allegiance. So here we are. Dominaria. Don't know what Matt's looking for out of here. I think it's just a very good set. Dominaria was a lot of fun. It was a very good set. This is my last bundle of Dominaria, so kudos, Matt. You are getting the last bundle of Dominaria. I don't have any more sealed product of Dominaria other than like loose packs here and there. So let's see. Something to do would be nice. I guess that's fair, Bob. I guess that's fair. Well, I'm here now, so you can watch this. You got that going for you. So there's the lands. Nothing special there. No foil land pack in these old bundles. So here we are. Let's see what Matt finds. Now, what I do here is, notably, I send only the rares and foils and mythics and that kind of stuff. Unless there's like uncommons or commons that are like notable. So in this case, Rat Colony is almost $3, so I'll make sure that we check for that common. Tatiova is $3 as well. Tetsuko is $1.80 now? Wow, alright. And Damping Sphere. Final Parting is over $1-ish, somewhere in there. Just sitting in the office by yourself too. Well, now I'm here with you, Bob. Now I'm here with you. So I hope you're enjoying. Let's see what we can find. So, how clear is this? Is it pretty clear? This is pretty clear, even down here, isn't it? Good. I like it. No Rat Colony in the first pack. Uncommons. Fight with Fire. Settle the score. Haphazard Bombardment as the rare, which means that we will have a legendary card behind this. So there you go. Hey, and it's a Tatiova. So there you go, Tatiova. Nice little legendary creature. Worth about $3, so we'll take that. Demon token and a mountain. Could be a little brighter. Could be a little brighter. Okay. I have a lot of lights on here, so like I can just do some things here. I can just jazzy it up a little bit. How's that? Is that bright enough? See, just a few clicks. I have all this control over these lights now, so it's very, very nice and convenient for me. I hope that's a little brighter. I mean, it definitely looks brighter to me. There's a Rat Colony. We found ourselves a rat colony, so that'll go in the pile there. Hey, Mad Dad, how's it going? Yeah, I'm just opening up the bundles for the bundle winners of this month. Spore Swarm. And I technically December as well, because I totally missed it. I totally biffed it. We got a Hinterland Harbor as the rare. Not a bad little rare. And Quende. Pride of Femref. You know what? I'm probably just going to give Matt all the legendary creatures, since that's sort of like what Dominaria is all about. You know what I mean? Like, I'll probably just give all of the legendary creatures over to Matt as well, just so that they're, you know, we're covered. We've got Cast Down. Okay, so now here's an interesting thing. So you'll notice that we got a legendary enchantment here in the uncommons. I think that's like can happen, but like doesn't mean that you don't get a legendary at the back of the pack. I think it's just like this is just a legendary enchantment, so like it just happens. We got Fall of the Thran as the rare, and then our legendary creature is Adeliz, the Cinderwind. Great for your little you know, wizard deck. It was a lot of fun in standard when that was out. The greatest set in your opinion? It's a very good set. It was a lot of fun to draft. I think a lot of people missed out on this set, to be honest, when it came to like drafting and limited. Like the limited format with this set was lots of fun. Seal Away, Thran Temporal Gateway. So we got a legendary rare there, and then we got a foil Divest, and we got a Tetsuko. What is happening? How did we? I thought if you get a legendary, oh no, it's a legendary rare creature, then you don't get a legendary creature at the back. You get a legendary creature in every pack. Is that what I'm understanding? I thought it was supposed to be like you get a legendary, like either a saga or a legendary uncommon, but not both. Maybe I'm misremembering. I don't know. It's been so long since I've opened this set. Sentinel of the Pearl Trident. Curator's Ward. The rare is Sylvan Awakening. And the legendary creature is Rona, Disciple of Gix. Disciple of Gix. We get the little 3/1 elemental with trample and haste. So I thought it was like you would, if you got 3 uncommons, that means that your rare was going to be a legendary creature and or planeswalker, right? I think that's how that worked. Right, so you always wanted to see that 3rd uncommon because it meant you were getting a nice juicy rare, basically. We got an elf Haim. Oh, did we check? Was there any rats in there? Did I look? I was kind of just talking to myself and scrolling through. The rat colony's like $3 almost now. That's crazy. I didn't realize rat colony was up so high. Didn't realize it was up so high. We got Elfheim Druid. We got Sage of Latinam. And we got Phyrexian Scriptures as the mythic here. Within Urgaros, the empty one. Right. We're going to be opening up a bundle of Ravnica Allegiances as well for the January winner. Oh, there's another rat colony. There you go. 2 rat colonies. 1 bundle, 2 rats, right? That's how that works. We got a Memorial to Genius. A Warcry Phoenix. Mishra's Self-Replicator as the rare. And we got Shauna. Kisei's Legacy. All right. So far, not the worst bundle, that's for sure. I mean, 2 rat colonies and a Tatiova, all over, you know, like about $3 a piece. We got one of the lands. Hinterland Harbor is probably not a bad little rare to pick up, I would imagine. Hinterland Harbor is the most expensive of the lands out of the set, coming in at $7.50. The mythic is not super high end, I don't think. The scriptures, right? Phyrexian Scriptures, $3, $4 ish. So we'll see. No rat there in this pack. We got a Champion of the Flame. We got Goblin Barrage. We got Daring Archaeologist as the rare. And then we got Slyn Voda, the Rising Deep. Is big old Leviathan. Hey, Kitchen Fig, how's it going? We're just opening up the bundles for the patron bundle winners right now so that we can get them packaged up and mailed out tomorrow while I'm off work. That's the plan. Untamed Kavu, Chainer's Torment. Hey, there you go. So Giora's Familiar. So this means that we have a legendary rare creature or planeswalker, right? That's how this works. Okay, and then I've got the foil comes in front. Remember how that happened? I remember how that happened. Such a weird scenario where the foil could fall in front of like the rare because the rare was legendary and so it like fell into that like back slot. So strange. Such a strange mechanic. So there you go. We got a Marwyn, the Nurturer. You built a $3 commander deck build around Shanna or Shauna. How did you make it a $3 build? Because like I feel like you can't get the cards that cheap. Do you know what I mean? Like put it this way. If you were to buy the cards at their face value from a store, right? Like let's say even TCG Player, you get them. You purchase them for 10 cents a piece. Well, 100 cards at 10 cents a piece is still $10, right? Am I doing that math correctly? I think right? Because it's every 10 cards would be $1, right? So like even if you were getting the cards at 10 cents a piece, how can you build a deck that's under $10? You know what I mean? Like $10 would be the lowest that I think that you could build a deck. Just because, you know, you literally can't get the cards otherwise, right? Like now, that being said, you can print proxies of the cards by all means, right? And it could be like nothing, right? And I mean, you could be picking cards that are worth, 5 cents, whatever, right? But I feel like, I don't know, how did you end up building a deck that was $3? Or do you just mean like it was $3 for like everything but the basics and like the basic lands, you just like, they were free, right? Because you have so many basics kicking around. Like, I mean, there's a whole brick of them here, right? Like that kind of thing. But that's what I mean is like, so I'm not saying that it can't be done. I'm saying I'm curious. I want to know how you did it. Like how do you price it out to be under $3? Do you see what I'm saying? Like I'm just curious what the methodology is of how you get there, because you don't count the basics. Okay. So then even outside of the basics, like if you're making a 60 card deck at 10 cents a piece, still $6, right? So like, how do you get there? Are you picking cards that are only 5 cents, 2 cents? Like where are you, like, how are you getting to the $3 like mark is what I'm kind of curious. Like, or are you just building like out of your bulk, right? Like, and therefore it's just like chaff that you have, like draft chaff that you have from limited events or whatever, right? Or like from your own unboxings and such. Dauntless Bodyguard, Juggernaut, a Dread Shade as the last rare. And ooh, double rare pack. Foil Kamal's Druidic Vow. We did it. We found a foil rare in the last pack. And not only that, you get an Avad the Cursed. Little Vampire Knight. Perfect timing for Vampire Knight since Crimson Vow and Midnight Hunt are just here. So there you go, Matt. Thank you so much for your patronage. I greatly appreciate it. And congratulations on winning the bundle in December. I apologize for not getting it to you sooner. I completely biffed it and didn't send you the list, and I apologize. It's all my fault. It's entirely my fault. I will take complete ownership of this. It is not Matt's fault. It is Mr. B's fault. Okay. We got another. This bundle is going out to Damon H. Lucky winner for... They're built out of your junk, but they work. Oh, okay, cool. So like a $3 deck is, and by that you mean you've only spent $3 to get the cards that maybe you needed to like make the deck, function in a certain way or whatever. Like if you needed to buy the commander, or if you needed to buy like a few pieces for the deck, kind of thing. BT Game Night, how's it going? Just here to say hello to a great dude. I appreciate it, BT. But you didn't need to come here to say hi to yourself. Oh, got him. There it is. Oh, focus. Focus. There we go. Look at that. Cool. Again, another big block of lands. The whole deck besides basics. Oh, but you see, so I'm looking at it from like a Canadian standpoint, I guess, right? I guess that's my problem, right? Because like cards, the cheapest card that I ever see anywhere is like 5 to 10 cents, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm looking on Goldfish right now, and the cheapest cards in Dominaria, which is the set we were just looking at, the cheapest one is 18 cents. Right, and that's for like Fire Elemental, which is the 5/4 for 3 and 2 red, but it's 18 cents. So if I was to build a deck out of just the cards that were in that range, it's going to cost me 20 cents, right? And that's American. That's American dollars, right? In Canada, it'd be even more because stupid Canadian money is funny and not good, right? Anyway, we got Damon. Damon's wanted this Ravnica Allegiance, so we need chat. We need you to give us your good vibes, and we need you to wish for a Smothering Tithe, because that's what Damon was hunting for. That's why Damon picked this set. He wanted a Smothering Tithe. So, let's see what else we could find in Ravnica Allegiances. That's like, you know, maybe a chase thing. Smothering Tithe, of course, coming in at $40. And then the Shocklands, of course, right? Coming in at over 10 a piece. So, let's see what we can find. Any commons or uncommons we need to look for? Persistent Petitioners is like $2. Rhythm of the Wild, of course, coming in at like $5.50. Wilderness Reclamation at $2.40. Vindictive Vampire at $1.14. So that's kind of like where we end it. So, Persistent Petitioners in the common slots, so we'll just kind of plow through the commons, and if we see one we'll pull it out, and if we don't see any we won't pull them out. Bankrupt in Blood, no. Enraged Ceratok, no. Night of the Last Breath, no. And a mythic to start things off, Prime Speaker Xanathar. This was actually a fun card to play in this set. Don't know where it's sitting these days. $3 for this mythic, but like this card was a lot of fun in this set when it came out. It was a really cool, and then they printed Shoelane, right? But like, I mean, what can you do, right? But like, it was basically like, it's pod, right? It's a birthing pod on a body, right? So I mean, like, you sack a creature, search your library for a creature card with a converted mana cost equal to the mana value +1, right? Or 1 plus the mana value, I think is how they word it, right? And so that way you can, remember Growth Spiral? This used to be like money, right? Where's Growth Spiral come in? 49 cents now. Not even close to $1. Not even close to $1. Very good card. Got that Seb McKinnon art on it. Not so great. $5 Canadian. Aw, yeah. But most of my viewers are in the US, so I use US dollars. We got a Frilled Mystic, Tower Defense. Hey, Bedevil. There you go. Another Seb McKinnon art. Gorgeous. I have this on a playmat. It was the playmat from Toronto, I believe. So very, 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 very gorgeous art on that one. We're looking for those Persistent Petitioners in the common slot. Also, I think you get Shocklands in the gate slot. I feel like I remember that being a thing in these packs. I don't absolutely recall, but I think you can. Hey, there you go. Rhythm of the Wild. No, it's only one mythic, Bob. One mythic and one rare. Do you want me to put them in separate piles? I can put them in separate piles. Rhythm of the Wild, though. This is like a $5 uncommon, so we'll take that. Tower Defense again, and then our rare is a Growth Chamber Guardian. This was a standout card in Standard as well. It was that one that everyone played in their Simic decks because, you know, for 1 and a green you get a 2/2, and then you can pay 3 and make it a 4/4 and go get another one out of your deck. So you just like constantly have threats to play. Yeah, so this is my point, right? It's like on TCG, it's telling you that your deck is only $3. But if you were to go to like any store that isn't TCG and be like, hey, give me these cards, it would cost you over $10, right? And this is the thing, is like not everybody has access to TCG, right? And so like for us in Canada specifically, we can use TCG, we can buy cards, but the shipping is astronomical. It's absolutely absurd. I tried to buy a Darksteel reactor from TCG to have it shipped to me. The card is worth $6. The shipping was going to be another $15 to ship me a single card. And I was like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not paying $25 for a Darksteel reactor. It's just not a thing. It's not a thing that I'm going to do. And like, that's from the US to Canada. And trust me, I ship to the US all the time. I know Canada's postal service is much different than the US's, but I also know that the US can ship a single card in a plain white envelope for under $1. So why is it costing me $15 to have it shipped to me? Well, because they want it tracked, right? They want it tracked, and it has to go over the border, so therefore it costs more money. And it's like, well, that's nonsense. Send it to me untracked. I don't care. It's a $6 card. Why do if it doesn't get here, guess what? I'm not going to ask you for my money back. It's just not going to be a thing. I won't buy from you again because now I've just assumed that you never sent it. You know what I mean? Like, but like, come on, like $15 just for a friggin' single card? No, never. Not going to happen. Yeah, it's $1.99 for you. Exactly. But that's because you're in the States. The shipping is silly. It's very silly. That's also why TCG doesn't do anything with, we got a Thrash and Threat there, and we got an Azoria's Guildgate. Also, hi Kairu, welcome. Sorry, I didn't mean to ignore your spices. I was just on a tangent about TCG player and shipping costs and all that nonsense. You know how it goes. But for instance, Mo from Mo's Magic, he is actually a TCG seller. He is on TCG. He's grandfathered in because he was on there before they decided not to allow Canadian stores to be on TCG anymore. And the reason they stopped letting Canadian stores be on TCG is because too many Canadian stores were getting hit with, like, shipping wasn't being delivered in the time frame that they want it to be to meet their standards, TCG standards. So like, most of the time when you order a card on TCG, it should be to you within 8 days. But as soon as you're coming across the border, it's going to take probably 4 to 5 days just to get across the border, let alone get processed into the American system and shipped to where it needs to go. So it can take upwards to 12 to 15 days to get things. So what you're saying is we should ship you a Darksteel reactor. I mean, like, I need one for my alternate WinCon deck, but I don't expect anyone to send it to me. I'm just saying that when I tried to buy it from TCG, it was an absurd price just for the shipping, and so I was like, no. Flames of the Raise Boar. This card absolutely dumpsters people in Limited because they don't see it coming, right? It does 4 damage to a creature, and then if you control a creature, right? I think that's what it says, right? It does 4 damage to a target creature an opponent controls. Then it deals 2 damage to each other creature that player controls if you control a creature with power 4 or greater. So it's a 6 mana instant. So you can just like absolutely blow people out with this card in Limited in this format, because you could just be like, I blow up your biggest threat and then all of your board takes 2. Right? And you can do it when they attack you. And therefore now their blocks are like the blocks that you have against them are way more favorable. Like you can trade like a 1/1 for like an X3. Right? Like it's silly. Tide Taker, very good rare. We'll take that. We got a Gruul Guildgate. Still no Persistent Petitioners here. Surprising that we haven't seen any yet, to be honest. It's a common. We got a Gruul Beastmaster. Another Flames of the Raise Boar. A Terramander. Okay. And Cindervines. Another really cool card from this set. This is a little interesting one. Gruul Enchantment that says whenever they cast a non-creature spell, it deals 2 damage to them. And then you can pay 1 and sacrifice it and destroy target artifact or enchantment, and it deals 2 damage to that permanent's controller. Very cool little enchantment destruction in Gruul, right? Like, it really... I feel like Cindervines is a card that should see more play in red-green commander decks. I don't see it at all, like ever. Oh, there we go. Got our first persistent petitioners. Got there. We found one. Like a $3 common. But Cindervines is a very good card. Like it's just very good. Like 2 mana enchantment that like makes your opponents not want to play their non-creature spells, or at least punishes them for doing so. No shocks yet. No shocks yet. Macabre Mockery. Oh man, remember this bomb? Holy moly, this was a bomb in limited. This was the card that if you pulled this in your sealed pool or your draft, you just forced Orzhov. Like you couldn't not. 6 mana enchantment that gives all your creatures +1 and gives all your opponent's creatures -1. And then for 4, you get to exile something from their yard and make a 2/2 flyer. Yes, it says a 1/1 flyer, but that's because it gets +1/+1 from the enchantment. As long as the enchantment sticks around, it's a 2/2 flyer for 4 mana. Very strong. Very strong. We got a foil Burn Bright. Yeah. Ethereal Absolution was an absolute ass kicking in limited. It absolutely was. I remember I had it in my sealed pool at the pre-release, and when I opened it and saw it, I went, "Oh, I'm playing this card. I can't not play this card." And yeah, that was probably one of the best pre-releases I've ever placed in. Now we got a Senate Guildmage, Macabre Mockery, Syndicate Guildmage, and a Sphinx of Foresight. This bundle seems about the same, to be honest with you, Bob. If we hit a Shockland or we hit that Smothering Tithe, we'll be in really, really good shape. Right now, it's about the same, because we've hit a $5 uncommon, a $3 common, a $3 mythic, and then just like some decent rares, but not like pricey rares. You know what I mean? Like from a cost perspective. So like Bedevil's $3. But everything else is like under $1. Cindervines is $1.25. There you go. See? Look at that. Called shot on the Cindervines. Very good card. Removal, check. Anthem, check. Mana Sink, check. Yeah, right? It just checks all the boxes. Oh, man. Remember Gate Colossus? Gosh, what a card. Gate Colossus and that stupid Ram. And then there was the Gates deck in Standard that was running around forever. Sentinel's Mark. And then we got a Rix Mahdi Reveler. Actually, I saw someone play this in Commander just the other week. And I was like, hey, that's a card I haven't seen in a while. All right, last pack. Come on, chat. Send those good vibes. We need good vibes. We're looking for that. I'm blowing on the pack for good luck. We're looking for that, whatchamacallit, Smothering Tithe is what Damon was hoping for. Let's see if we can get there. Only one Persistent Petitioners. Only one Rhythm of the Wild. Let's see. Enraged Ceratok. Regenesis. Orzhov Enforcer. Okay. Moment of truth. Is it white? Oh, it's black. It's black. Gutter Bones. All right, well. Come on, rares. You're being outclassed by the uncommons. Yeah, exactly. Gutter Bones, not a bad little card. It's over $1, but it's like not. Oh man, speaking of that Ram, there it is. Foil Gatebreaker Ram. My goodness, this card, silly. And we didn't hit any Shocklands. No Shocklands. No Smothering Tithe. Well then. Poop, I say. Well, there you go, Damon. Congratulations. I mean, this is just a bonus. It's all gravy for you anyway, right? So, unfortunately, the last bundle didn't contain that sweet, sweet Smothering Tithe. I mean, if it had, then like, I would have been, sitting here being like, I can't believe that was just sitting on my shelf and I hadn't opened it in forever. And here we are, right? But there you have it. That's Damon's bundle. We got Matt's bundle here. We got everything all done up and ready to go. Oh, we got some baggies. Look at that. We have one too many baggies, but that's okay. One baggie for Matt. One baggie for Damon. And there we have it, everybody. There we have it. Ram was the funniest card in the Gates deck, right? Like, it was such a silly card. Like, here's a card that gets +1/+1 for every gate you control. And it has trample. And you're like, cool. Sounds good. Right? Like, that's what it was, right? Gatebreaker Ram. Oh, and it starts as a 2/2. So it starts as a 2/2 for 3 mana, and it gets +1/+1 for each gate you control. And as long as you control 2 or more gates, it has trample and vigilance. Sorry, I forgot the vigilance. My good, vigilance and trample. And it's like, so when you play that on turn 3, chances are it's at minimum a 4/4. If you've built the deck right now. In the Gates deck, it was every land in your deck was basically a gate. You had a few basics just to have untap lands and things that you could fetch, like with ramp spells and such, or like if someone blew up a land, you could go get it. Because I think Assassin's Trophy, right, was in this format as well, right, at the time. So like, you needed to have a few basics in the deck just so that you could go fetch them. But like, holy moly, the Ram Gate Colossus deck was silly. It was so silly. Because then there was that red spell that was like, do a damage, do one, it was 2 in a red, do a damage for every gate you control. Like, you're still waiting for the day where you get to mirror march the Ram in your Gates commander deck. Hilarious. That sounds hilarious, Kyru. Also, hi Chris, how's it going? You got here just at the end. We're basically just wrapping up. We opened up a bundle of Ravnica Allegiances for Damon, and we opened up a bundle of Dominaria for the Real Viking MTG. And we're now all finished up, ready to go. Got all of that done. We got a new patron as well. I got to pull a new grab bag for them. So I got to do that at some point here in the near future. So. There we go. We got there. So I wanted to get these done so that I could get them into the envelopes and shipped off to them with everything else. All of the patron stuff is going out in the mail tomorrow. Apologize for the delay on getting it out, but work was crazy this week and I didn't get a chance to get out there during the week. So I'm off on Friday, so I'm off tomorrow. So I should hopefully be able to get it all out in the mail and have it all out to you folks. You fine folks out there. So thank you so much for supporting me, everybody. And that's going to be it for the stream tonight. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you all. Have yourselves a wonderful night. And as always, may your pulls ever be better. Now you get to see me edit the credit screen in real time.